Hello guys, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for the support from the first video. It was just a little test run, but we're gonna keep rolling with it and see how it goes. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. Tomorrow is Friday. Yay, we gotta pump it up for Friday. I hope everybody have a good and safe weekend, but let's get right into it. So let's start off by saying this, you guys. As some of you know, I am doing my own August sneaker challenge. Well, my second sneaker challenge actually of the year. Uh, Definitely have more sneakers to wear compared to the first one that I did. I will admit, I definitely will stress myself out a little bit because I think whatever you want to say, the whole process. But this time I'm gonna just have strictly fun with it. So I'm planning on doing it in August this month, and then probably in December again to just space it out, and then maybe come up with like themes and stuff regarding it. At least that's the thought of mine. But we're gonna see how it goes. We're just gonna have fun, of course, with it. It's fun because to get a chance to, for me to actually wear different shoes that I haven't worn in a while. But either way it goes, it's just a fun and exciting thing to do. But it could be a little stressful when you have multiple pairs of shoes to choose from. I think that's the hardest part, is figuring out which shoes to wear. I know y'all see all the shoes all the time, but trust me, it's more. There's more. It is, some days it's like what to wear, what not to wear. But I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But like I said, thank you guys so much, as always, for the support. I absolutely love it. Like I said, just testing this out, see how it goes and continue to goes. Sneakers is just one of the things that I do enjoy. Always have enjoyed. I think it's a good way to really express yourself in a healthy way. It doesn't mean that you have to go out and go crazy when it comes to purchasing shoes. My whole motto is, when it comes to the sneakers, is wear what you like. Don't wear what other people like or what the hype sneakers are, because there's a lot of hype sneakers that have flopped over the years. So for me, don't be a follower, be your own leader when it comes to your sneakers. Create your own budget, whatever you like, whether Adidas, Puma, Nike, Dunks, whatever the case may be. Just be your own person in the sneaker world. I feel like that's missing a whole lot in the sneaker culture now, because compared to easily 10 years ago, things were not like this. We didn't have a lot of resale sites. We was able to walk into the stores at noontime after a shoe release and actually pick them up. It was more fun, and of course affordable as well, because let's face it, Nike have gone up literally 100% on prices of their shoes, without a doubt. Because that's definitely going into the next topic at hand today. It's Nike and their releases. Some of their releases are doing really well, and then some are just horrible. But then when you look at the price tag, it's like, who's willing to really pay nearly 200 plus sometimes, especially for the adults, the male-female shoes? Who has the money for that all the time? I mean, because Nike, honestly, is getting a little ridiculous. I'm even disappointed with them, because there was a time where shoes were plentiful, and now they're limited them, and then you're competing with trying to get them at retail, and then you have the resellers that's getting them backdoor. So it really takes the fun and the joy, personally for me, out of buying sneakers, because I don't really have that joy like I used to. Like, I used to get excited, and right now it has not been there, because like I said, it's the culture has changed. It's changed drastically. This new generation, they don't understand or even respect the meaning and the purpose behind a lot of these shoes. They're just buying them simply to flip them and make money for them. I mean, which is nothing wrong, but I don't know. It's just crazy. It really is. Let's say it's not becoming fun with the purchasing of. Let's say it's the culture that I don't like. The sneakers I like, but the culture I don't care for. But what I do care for is Nike re-releasing some big shoes that have never been released, or either had releases like overseas, or haven't been released in maybe 10, 15, nearly 20 years. For some of y'all checked out Nike. They did a video clip about maybe 2 or 3 months ago about these cult classic shoes that they was bringing out. Very exciting thing, because we're talking about shoes that, like I said, that's Japan exclusive shoes. You know, shoes like the linen Nike Air Force Ones, those sold out really well. They had a really good lineup. There were some Air Maxes that came out that I know I had never seen. And that's another thing in shoes that I've never seen or even familiar with, because I'm not a big history buff on Nike, at least not for me. You know, there are some shoes I've kept up with over the years. But yeah, the cult classics, I definitely was able to secure a couple of pairs that I really enjoy. It's one more pair I'm waiting for. I don't know what the release date is going to be, but they are from the Ugly, I always get tongue twisted, Ugly Ducks Dunks. So thus far, I was able to pick up the plum pair. I think by far right now, the plums are definitely my favorite, with the suede material on here. I mean, these are a beauty, and they definitely sold out quickly on Sneakers app. So I was able to get this pair, fortunate enough from Sneakers app. They did do a restock at random, no time, no date. Literally, it was just up there. You have to actually stay on top of what's in stock and see, because Nike will do that. They will drop a restock and you have no idea what's happening, unless you're following somebody who has more insight. Unfortunately, I'm not that person to know when certain shoes will get restocked. But thus far, these are definitely my favorite ones, and I truly appreciate them. They're really cute and very comfortable too. So these I was able to get from the Sneakers app. Now, these here are the second pair. I cannot, unfortunately, I don't remember the name of this colorway. I know some people, of course, consider these to be like Ninja Turtles, which is, you can definitely see because of the purple, the brown, and the green. And of course, this lime, not lime green, but a yellowish green is what I would call it. So I was able to get this pair. I actually won these from NEND, all capital letters, clothing.com. Very legit. They are from the UK, so the prices was, I think, an extra $10, so it was like $130 plus tax, which wasn't bad, because once again, I didn't have to pay the resale, which was going for like over $200, and they shipped in pretty quickly. I was really shocked to even win, because I never ever used a raffle on them, and I heard it was pretty hard, but I was fortunate enough to pick them up. And one thing too that I like about these, when they do the special edition dunks or the premium dunks, it's the padding in the shoes. This material, this extra padding goes a long way. It reminds me a lot of the SB dunks, which I'm going to do another video on, the comparison between SBs, the premium, and then just regular dunks. So that's going to be next up as well. So the other shoe that I was able to get is, for a lot of people that know, these are what they would call the Ultraman dunks. If you don't know who Ultraman is, that is of course a favorite anime of mine growing up. Still is. Netflix just did a movie on it. And surprisingly, these did not sell out. When I tell you these are still sitting full, all sizes on the Sneakers app, they're still there. So that tells me, A, people were not crazy about the colorway, or B, the pricing, because these priced at $135, whereas these two pairs were actually cheaper to compare to this one. Now, what's the difference? You know, perhaps maybe the colorway, or how limited they were back in, they released last back in 2001, so that means that was in middle school when these actually came out. In fact, when these came out too, I was in middle school, so you know, I didn't have no money and definitely wasn't paying attention to tennis shoes like that. And then I know the Ugly Ducks, they came back out again in 2020, so that's right around the time the pandemic was happening. So honestly, your girl was not checking for them then. But yeah, these are still sitting full sizes on Sneakers app, but I was able to get me a pair from StockX actually for about 84 bucks. So hey, and I only ended up spending like 120 total with shipping and taxes and the little fee they put on there. So hey, $15 plus 135 plus tax, that would have been like 145, almost 150, possibly, depending on if they charge for shipping or not on the sneakers app at the time. But hey, savings is savings. It may not sound like a lot, but it really is. But then it goes to show you too that a lot of shoes that Nike is coming out with that a lot of people are just not interested in, or maybe they're just not promoting them enough. Because I know for sure the Ugly Ducks, I knew they was going to go immediately. This pair, I thought they would have. I know they did a reverse colorway on the Dunks, and then they did another reverse colorway on, I think they released them again, I think probably about 20, I had looked it up, it was like 2018, 2019-ish, or a little bit later than that. But they did come out with this colorway again. It sold out pretty good, but this time, I have nothing for you. But I know for me, they're very comfortable. Like I said, the premium Dunks that they come out with, I appreciate that from Nike because it makes a big difference in how comfortable the shoes are. But like I said, I'm gonna definitely do another video on Dunks and just the history of them and my personal take on them. But yeah, like I said, that's just a few of the cult classics that I was able to snag. Hopefully you guys were able to get your pair. But the next big thing I really have to talk about is all these releases that's coming out in 2025. When I tell you your girl will not be outside much, because there's certain pairs that I gotta get. My number one pair is definitely the Flu Gang 12s. Hands down. They must be. That's a must in my collection. I've been waiting for those shoes since like forever. Along with the Black Cement 3s that are coming out in November. Those two have always been like a top 5 for us adding to my personal collection. Gotta have them. Then the second, of course, is gonna be the Shatter board ones. Those are probably the most expensive the resale is so high on those. They so high, but next year it's gonna be a problem. I know they put out the release date. It's gonna be October 4th, I believe, of 2025. So we're gonna see. For sure those two. Then for those who are looking for the Aqua 8s again, they're coming out. The Great 5s are coming out. They're doing the Cement 4s again. The Mellow 12s. That was of course exclusive P for him. Those are gonna definitely sell pretty good. And then also you have they're gonna reimagine the metallic, the 5s again, the metallic black 5s. Those are coming out. So those, I expect those 5s to sell pretty good. And I might get a pair. I don't know. We'll see. Because right now my main focus is just really waiting for the Black Cement 3s and probably getting me another pair of the Legend Blue 11s. Because in Legend Blues, that's where it all started, with the liking of tennis shoes. But you know, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Like I said, I'm just keeping things short and sweet, nothing too long and drawn out. I just wanted to definitely talk about the cult classics, and just Nike overall. I think with them re-releasing and going like deep in the vault, and what I mean, they're going back deep in the vault, because the other shoe I forgot to mention was the Wu-Tang Dunks. They never been released to the public, and they're coming out next year. Those are definitely going to be a good shoe to pick up to keep, or either to resell. Either way it goes, it's going to fly off the shelves. But I just feel like Nike right now is in desperation mode. They're trying to keep their sales up, because let's face it, people are just not buying the shoes like they used to. Like I said, a lot of it for me personally is the lack of creativity, the availability, and of course the pricing. I'm sorry, I don't have money to just give every week for tennis shoes that are the same, literally the same shoe, and yet you want to jack up the price like they're doing with the retro hybrids. Nice shoe, great to see them coming back out, but I personally would not be paying $250 for those shoes. Not gonna do it, Nike. Not for me. Your girl's gonna have to tap out on that. But like I said, that's going to be it for today. Those are just my thoughts. If you have anything else that you want to see or talk about on the show, drop it in the comments. You can always DM me on Instagram, on TikTok, or even on Facebook if you are following me. But like I said, thank you guys so much for the support. This is the second episode of Let's Talk About It. So if there's anything that you guys ever want to talk, just hit me up. Peace out.